Better get after it.
Hello and welcome to episode 366 of the Drive the Green podcast. I'm your host, Matty B., joined in studio by Bronell Harvin Canoop. On this episode, Justin Thomas wins in a playoff at the RBC Heritage. The Scotty Scheffler season potential continues for JT. We're also going to talk about the Corrales Championship won by Garrett Higgo in, dramatic fashion if you're talking about collapses, as Joel Dahmen bogeys his last three holes to lose. We have to talk about it because it happened. And plenty of news. Harv's prepared.
I wouldn't say plenty, but
okay,
I got to make in the cut, so.
Oh,
What are you doing?
Bronell's got making the cut. The Habs just lost. It's
Icing.
playoff hockey season. So, yeah, and now we're going to watch the Oilers Kings on mute while we tape this episode. But before we do, we want to thank our sponsors, Player Golf, PLYRGolf.com. Use the promo code DriveTheGreen for 20% off your order. This time next week, we will have our new player gear in the flesh as I'm heading up there on Wednesday to meet with Chase and pick up our stuff. So can't wait to preview some of those duds on the show next week. You'll have to tune into the YouTube channel. Yes, we are on YouTube. And the views show, right, Canoop?
They are up.
Yes.
About triple.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots.
Yeah.
And if you're listening to this
People
and you
like
forgot
looking at
that-
our faces when they listen to us. I don't know what that's all about, but
if you're listening to this
Faces
show,
the names.
if you've
Gotta
been
stop.
listening for a while and you don't subscribe to the YouTube channel, now's the time.
yeah.
We're also members of Team Callaway. I'd love to say that we're that much closer to using these things
But who
outside,
knows?
but who knows with our
Wow,
home
you guys
club.
have been to the range.
I have yet to be, but
I'll be playing in 2 days.
yeah, you're going to be playing Dunes this week. I was going to play, or Harv and I were going to play Deer Valley today, but the rain settled in and we had to cancel that tee time.
Great rain reset.
I worked outside today. Yeah, it
This
wasn't
is a
great.
good.
Wouldn't
This
have
is a
golfed.
good rain. This is a good rain. Like if you look at the radar, it's much of the province. Good rain with some thawed ground, little runoff. It's going to soak in. Temperatures turn. Courses will open, all but our own course. So
And then the Callaways will be used.
yeah. So I will say we'll probably play nothing worse than playing other courses potentially 2, 3, 4 times before you get to play your own course where you live. But that might be what the boys are faced with this season.
I'm not sad I'm not going to miss opening day, though. Be perfect. Get home. Course opens right up. Be perfect.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
see
starting
why.
to factor in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
funny
don't
how
wanna
that
miss
works.
opening day.
He's not really fighting it too
Yeah,
much.
pushing
That
it back.
makes sense, yeah. You know what? May 5th's okay.
But then I win the bet, too.
Is it?
So.
Do you think it's kind of embarrassing for us as a podcast that our course might actually be the last one in the province, and we are one of the southernmost.
Especially
courses
when
in
one
the
of the
province.
podcast members can actually decide the date.
It's false, but yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Waskesiu
influence
won't
it.
be open until May long, so
Me long.
I'm checking every day because holy shit, do I hope it opens before the Hillcrest.
Yeah, that'd be funny. But yeah, so Callaway's on the way. I got word that today is the day that my mini driver shipped.
oh, it did.
He said the 21st, and I just
Fantastic.
realized it's the 21st today, like just now.
Good.
So it shipped today, so I'll have that in my hands just in time. We're also members of the Churchill Brewing family. Bronell and I are having Riverman Red Ale tonight, and they are delicious.
It's cold out, so
Yeah, this is
a
wonderful.
little darker beer.
Yep, and last but not least, we're sponsored by Mecklenburg Financial Group. It is your last. Well, actually, next week I'll still read this one more time because you are still, if you're listening to this for the third time now, you're still invited to the open house on the self-storage, the hidden gem of real estate investing open house at Lucky Bastard Distilleries in Saskatoon. Cocktails and appetizers, April 29th at 5 p.m. If you just reach out to RSVP at mfgltd.com, you can reserve your spot today and learn more about the gem that is self-storage investing. You're probably thinking, I have a couple of friends of mine that are looking to diversify out of the market that is heavily influenced by politics. This is one of the ways you can do that. So if you're thinking about it, or if you own a business and you're looking for group benefits, maybe life insurance for yourself, all those things, MFG does it all. So reach out to Rich, Mark, Zach, and the boys, and they will hook you up. Okay, let's get into our weeks, and then we'll briefly buzz through this thing. This might be the shortest episode ever. Who knows?
Perfect.
We've said that before. I'll go first.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm going to be done in 1 minute.
Okay.
I'm sick
Start the
again.
clock now.
I got sick. I got healthy for like 3 days, and then now I'm sick. Not really that sick, but just like head cold, which is so annoying. Like just
Well, I've had a cough for 2 weeks.
constantly blowing your nose is the worst.
Oh.
Like it just gets all dry and red and
More of a snot rocket guy.
had to work
anyways.
outside. Yeah, I worked outside today, so I was just flying them everywhere, all over the cow shit.
I don't know. Growing up,
You
until I
can't
became
go on
an
a
adult-
tangent to wreck my 1 minute here.
Sorry,
now,
yeah, I stopped the clock.
Okay.
Now. Stopped it at 20 seconds. I don't know about you, but growing up, I never was a snot rocket guy because I was always like, where to go. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
shoot it, and if you're not standing in the right spot, you could shoot it all over yourself. So I was always just like scared that I just snot rocket right on my shirt.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So I just never did. And then once I got to like, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, I realized, well, that's not really a valid
No.
concern.
No.
And now it's like the most fun.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just a free way of getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, shower snot rockets are the best.
Yeah.
Just clean that thing
Oh,
right
yeah.
out.
You got to go all
Yeah,
the way there
so-
in there.
Okay, you're clocking back in.
Yeah, and then just baseball and watch the Habs tonight a little bit. I missed most of the game, but got back for overtime, so not great there. Ovechkin's first ever game winner in the playoffs in overtime, which is wild to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
a
it's-
crazy stat.
Especially when you think of, obviously,
I mean, they
the
won a
most
cup. They've
prolific goal scorer in history.
yeah.
And he's
I'm
been
out.
in the playoffs lots.
Arguably wouldn't be if he didn't have one of those. So now he does. Now he is
good
the
thing.
most prolific goal scorer ever.
This season got him all the way there.
But I think the Habs have a chance if they can somehow win game 2. If they lose game 2, I think it might be 4. But if they win game 2, I think it's probably going 6 or 7. They might have a chance. But
Okay.
that's it. Light week on the Churchill booze count 6. So that's 3 in a row under 10, boys.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you've been
that's pretty hard.
sick. But
Sure.
you've
Sick.
been sick.
Been sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he goes 3 in a row under 10. I'll go 3 in a row over 13.
183 and 110.
183.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm running away with this thing. I'll go next because it is literally just another week of nothing for me. No, ball hasn't started yet. Like I mentioned last week on the show, my son didn't make the AAA ball team, so they've been practicing for 3 weeks now. House league that he has to play in this year and on the AA team, they both don't start till now. So we had our draft where we got to draft, and again, haven't been exposed to house league for the last few years because we've been with the same kids. No idea who's good, who isn't, so just took names of kids that I know and hope it pans out.
Yeah.
So that was
Only way
literally
to go.
the highlight of my week was drafting that team, and now this week we finally start up. So ball's starting up. I was hoping golf season would start up, but it looks like my rounds at Deer Valley and the Dunes might both not pan out, which is unfortunate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
just-
you're a classic bail late guy.
Yeah,
you're
for sure.
you're a bail late
I
guy.
kinda
I'll-
did
When
give
we, when
him-
we asked him Wednesday, I was like, "Fuck, I don't know. I don't trust Matt." And he's like, "He's not coming."
Well, he doesn't know his schedule until the day before.
Yeah.
He's
So
definitely not coming.
Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to make it to that one. But I am excited for that. So, yeah, nothing going on. Went to trivia, and that's where my wife had a staff party right after work because teachers are obviously off for the next week. So went there, got there at 4 o'clock, and stayed right through. It was trivia there that night, so I had a 7-hour shift at Bobby's place here in Moose Jaw. So yeah, I had 11 crown floats, which is good.
That'll
It
set
cuts
you
the-
back about 15 or 16. Though.
I do have 16 as my
Yeah.
booze count this week. So that was literally the highlight of my week was the draft, and then the shift that I put in at trivia. Did pretty well, I think. At trivia, we were like 4th.
Needed me.
Yeah, needed Bronell. He said he was coming. Speaking of late bails,
That was a
there-
Matty B late.
Yeah,
late
there it
bail,
is.
yeah.
So yeah, and then today it was supposed to rain, so I had some. The grass didn't need to be cut, but I thought I'd give it that little spurt. So you cut the grass, then it gets some rain on it, and now it's jump started. Because I've heard, whether it's old wives' tale or not, if you cut grass, it kind of kickstarts it. Like it's that
Really?
first shock to the system.
Couldn't even cut mine right now. It's just so
Trampled.
there's nothing
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, but if it's starting to grow and you cut it, then it's almost like, oh
Yeah.
shit, it's time for me to grow now.
Yeah.
So did that today, and then started raining about 45 minutes after I cut it. So worked out pretty well.
That's a
Perfect
great
timing.
feeling.
Yeah, it's so good. And then
Yeah.
it looks good. Yeah. So it's any of the extra leaves were all bagged. So, that was the highlight of my week. Those three things. So I had 16 drinks. I'm at 269. I did have my highest kilometers of the year so far. I had 58 kilometers because I had to walk and get my vehicle the next day. Put on a quick 4.5 there, and then
Did you take the dog or no?
we took the dog. Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
Nice.
all the way from our house downtown. And then piles of walks. It would have been a really good week if it didn't start raining because I would have got one more walk in before we came here today, probably another 3-4K. But
Did you count the lawn mowing steps?
no, I didn't, Harv.
Just
That's
saying.
probably like a quarter of a K.
He is
God,
not
yeah,
counting regular steps though
You
either.
got a big backyard though, like back
Yeah, I
and
know,
forth.
back and forth that many times.
You never know. Maybe next time
I
I'll
bet you it's a
track it.
kilometer.
It's
You think so? Yeah. Well,
Back there.
I guess I
yeah.
could add a third of a beer. Cut the lawn three times in
Mine's
a week.
100
and get one
meters,
beer.
maybe.
Yeah,
And yours is
That's one pass for him.
Yeah.
100 meters.
Yeah. So I have the ability to drink 201
Oh,
drinks
wow.
this year, and I've had 269. So,
Kings in 4.
well, they got an early power play.
I wouldn't be sad.
Yeah. So
He wants to go.
269 on the year, and I've afforded myself 201.
Okay.
So
Yikes.
Yes.
Decent.
So 269, you said?
Yep.
Or 360.
Will Ferrell's just loving it.
260.
269. Yep.
Actually, I will go next because mine, what you had talked about, kind of pairs in with mine. Saturday had kind of rolled around. Obviously Easter, so just doing some stuff around the house. It was nice enough, dethatched the lawn, so got that all picked up.
Yep.
Look, it looks so good after you do that. And then we get the rain today. She's gonna pop up real nice, I think, here within the week.
Yep.
It's a fun thing.
You
But
could
I don't
almost say
want-
that golf courses probably open up right away. Like,
You'd think they would.
You could.
You could
If
say
your
that.
Moose Jaw grass is looking that good,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then, yesterday went to Saskatoon and decided with some of my high school buddies we would, and our wives obviously, we would go check out Ja Rule, Nelly, Chingy.
Yeah, I saw your story. You said Chingy wasn't great.
Well, we kind of missed
6.5
most
out
of
of
it.
10 as a concert, though.
Yeah, that might be the worst concert I've ever been to.
Really?
Yeah.
Worse than.
I had high hopes. All we need you to do is play the hits, man. Like, that's all we need you to
And
do.
then they played some new stuff.
Well, they did play new stuff. They played some old stuff, which was fantastic. But my biggest gripe, I think they might have, like, Ja Rule and Nelly probably played 4 songs in their entirety each.
Oh, is the classic rap one where they
Oh,
get to
fuck.
they do the first verse,
what
the
Flo Rida
Yes,
did, too.
chorus.
It was
yeah.
like 30
Yeah.
seconds. And then they changed
do
songs.
that.
I was like, no, like, this is why we came. Like, sing your
That sounds
goddamn
amazing.
hits.
Songs are too long.
Nah.
You're a big flip guy midway through the song.
Can't.
Songs got to be 45 seconds. One verse, chorus, verse.
You need
chorus,
2
done.
choruses for sure.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a rap concert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
was
I
it
don't-
better or worse than Flo Rida at the Canadian Open?
Well, Flow Ride out of the Canadian Open was amazing. So
It was
obviously
pretty
worse.
Flo Rida was okay.
better songs.
Flo Rida sounded better. Like the sound quality.
He didn't
last night was
sing, so
also
no wonder.
not great.
No,
He
we
didn't
just
sing,
listen-
so
we just listened to a mixtape.
yeah.
So probably very similar.
It's
but
funny
yeah.
it's funny that Florida came up because after trivia on Thursday, some friends came back to our house because we went to the bars in Moose Jaw and it was Thursday night and they were all dead. So we went back to our house and I played like 5 Flow Rida songs in a row. And everyone was just loving it. It's like, oh, we're on a Flow Rida heater here. I'm like, yeah, I went to this concert. It was awesome.
And then he didn't have any good songs after that for you to play.
No,
He played all 5 and that was it.
yeah.
There's probably 6.
Yes. So a little heavier for me on the drinks, 15. So that's my biggest week by far this year so far. 62 on the year.
All right. Harv Winnipeg trip.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Update on Winnipeg. Still a dump.
Yeah. But they're up 2-0 in the series, so they
Yeah.
got that going for them.
It actually worked out pretty good because Saturday night I went out for supper with my brother who lives there for some dumb reason. But everyone was like downtown at the whiteout thing. So like he's like, we're never getting in here. I forgot it's a Jets game and they're packed. And then we went there and it's totally fine. Just walked right in.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone was at the whiteout.
Everyone was at the whiteout. So yeah, went there. Team got put in the wrong division. So we got
Waxed? Or
waxed pretty good.
Yeah.
Did you raise a stink or?
Well, I mentioned to the guy who runs the program that they put us in the wrong. But we won the lower division last year, so they had to like put us up. But we're just in a in between.
The classic,
limbo
you
between-
win, you
Yeah.
move up,
Yeah.
and then you get stomped, and you go back down, win, and
But-
then move up.
If we would have played in the same division, I guess the team that won that one was in our Moose Shot tournament in the division below us that we won. So like it could
Oh.
have been ugly. Like we would have just rolled all over everyone.
Gotcha.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't
didn't
think they
know-
lost the game and they didn't win the Moose Shot tournament.
I didn't know
Ah.
they did divisions. So,
oh
What
yeah.
do you mean?
well, like tiers, right? Like A, B,
There's
C.
because there's so many teams in
There's-
spring
Yes.
hockey.
There
yeah.
was over 200 teams in this tournament.
Actually,
Yes.
Yeah, they have three. I think they have 3 divisions in every age group. And get this, they had what was it, 2018s playing in it,
Oh no, 2017.
17s.
Yeah.
I thought my sister-in-law said there was a 2018 division.
No,
'Cause I was like, 7-year-olds are in this thing. 7-year-olds playing spring hockey.
should be.
Not
Usually
7,
they're
8
just
yet.
2017, but there will be some 2018s on some of those
Okay.
teams.
Like that's wild.
that's crazy.
But-
yeah, so Winnipeg, yeah, still
Dump.
a dump. But one thing I wanted to bring up, I'm getting awfully fed up with this whole 2-step authentication thing.
Oh
Like-
yeah.
I tried to change, so I ordered skip the dishes one night after the casino, and it like went to the wrong address. So I went to like change it, and it logged me out. And to log back in, I had to 2-step authenticate, but I hadn't had to log in to skip the dishes since I had my old phone number, so I couldn't even get into it. And like it's just a disaster.
That's also hilarious that you bring that up because my mother-in-law got a new computer, and she hasn't put in her Facebook password since probably 5 years because her backup is her cell phone. Text me the number.
Yeah.
She hasn't had that cell phone for like 4 or 5 years, and so she got a new computer. I'm like, "What's your password?" I don't know. I'm like, "Okay, oh, it'll send you a message." It's like, "Oh, it's to your text." So she had to create a whole new Facebook account.
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh my
Like
God.
I can sort of get it, not really, but sort of get it for like work stuff.
Yeah,
Like where you got like the authenticator number thing on your
yeah,
phone.
yeah.
Like I can kind of get behind that, but like for just random food delivery apps and stuff like this, like what are we doing here?
It's overboard for the work
Yes.
stuff too.
Yeah.
Oh, it absolutely is, but I can
How often do you have
kind
to-
of.
Once a week.
Huh?
Well, so
Once
that's
a week at work.
no,
Oh,
but that's
it's
the worst part
every
is you
time
click
sign
the
in anything.
you click the remember me for 7 days,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's like 4 days later it wants to re-authenticate you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
silly. And then other than that, I forgot to bring this up last week, but we want to get in the Masters. I went to the Minecraft movie.
We're going tomorrow.
It's actually pretty darn good.
Did they go crazy at
Really?
whatever
It's the-
donkey or whatever in the wrestling
One
thing
kid did, and I'm like, you've clearly just like watched the videos
on
like
TikTok?
Yeah, like it
So-
was a little.
I'm taking my son tomorrow night, and that's all. He's like, "Dad, we're gonna go nuts when it gets to the wrestling scene."
We're gonna
whatever
go
this,
nuts in there.
yeah, this what is it like? Nacho
Chicken
donkey, or something?
jockey.
Chicken jockey, nacho donkey. So he's like, "I'm going crazy." I'm like, "Yeah, man, whatever." So we're going tomorrow, but I've purposely waited 3 weeks after the movie came out because I heard the first week was just insane. Kids throwing popcorn everywhere.
Well, my wife took my kids. I
Oh.
didn't go. I was watching they went during the Masters, and they said that there was other kids there that had already seen the movie, and they were like saying the lines out, like
Oh,
during the movie,
no.
and Cooper was just like rattled. So
Yeah.
they might have to go again. Just to,
But it's a pretty good movie.
It is good.
Yeah,
thought
I enjoyed
it's
it.
one of
Yeah.
the worst movies I've ever seen.
What do you mean? It's
Tucker
got
came
some
out. He
funny
went,
stuff.
He went and he come back. He's like, I have never wanted to leave a movie before.
I mean, it's a reach story wise. Like,
I'm gonna.
have
I'm,
you ever
good.
played the game? It's just nothing.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
that I am gonna hate it. My son's gonna love it.
oh
but,
yeah,
I didn't mind it. It had
Finley
some
loved
funny
it,
parts.
so-
yeah.
He actually he was actually at a friend's house today, and they were watching it like pirated. And he texts me. He's like, "Dad, they're watching Minecraft. Should I watch it?" I'm like, "That's up to you, man. We're not going tomorrow if you watch it today." 6 minutes later, he strolls back into our house like, "Dad, I really want to go with you to the movie." I'm
Yeah,
like, "You
like-
are getting all the popcorn tomorrow, buddy."
Like 5 to 12-year-olds probably love it
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
And
for the most part.
and 45-year-olds to my right.
Yeah.
45. Give me some credit. Yeah, so yeah, that was good. I had 28 drinks this week.
28. Yes.
I love how it's either 0 or 28, except for that one time it was 1 because Canute made you have that vodka.
Yeah, that was last.
Yeah.
Masters preview.
0 or 28 or
It
55.
was 3 days of drinking, and it's normally higher than that.
Yeah.
But
So what's the number?
114.
Fuck, you might catch me.
Oh, I doubt that.
Aren't you just over 200?
183.
Oh, that's me, right?
Yeah, so that's my week.
260. All right.
That's
Okay,
way
let's
longer than we thought.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes. It's not the longest.
Mine was a
shortest ep
minute,
ever.
so-
Yeah. Yeah, yours was a minute. Yep.
Let's get to JT.
Yeah, JT
Right.
wins the RBC Heritage in a playoff over Andrew Novak.
Let's start with the
Yes.
course. Because I know you guys have
Didn't
said
everyone cut it?
everyone cut it.
Yes.
Everyone cut it. But I think if it was lush, I think this course
Like when it was on links.
like if it's lush, like I mean I'm not going to compare it to Augusta like for lushness, but like if it's like 80% of Augusta lushness, I think it's one of the best courses.
Railway ties, man.
Yeah,
I can kinda get behind
that
that.
is cool.
It's just
right? You
it's
get
just like
something different.
brown looking.
Yeah.
I like that. Though.
Like
Did
I
they
like I like
change
the
the time of year when they played here? I feel like this was like a July tournament before.
yeah, it might have been.
Um,
I like the like marshy areas and I like the trees. Like there's a bunch of different
Yeah.
kinds of trees.
and I will say 18 is one of the better closing holes.
Well,
on the
17
PGA
is a
Tour.
wonderful hole too.
Yeah. But the, even
all the
that-
par threes there. are
that-
good.
the tee shot looks good on camera, and then him winning the playoff or any side angle on 18 with all that water in the background,
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
cool.
To go along with your question, I had written down, we have a good sample size for having a signature event after a major. How are we feeling about
Why are we doing it? That's what I
Yeah.
want to know.
I don't
like,
know.
I-
This leaderboard was better than the Masters.
I know, but
So
Yeah.
like,
It does-
I get that
It's
they
the
Not
they
letdown.
got a
quite go that
huge
far,
thing,
but-
right?
Yeah,
you got a
it's
huge
the-
audience last week, and you're probably trying to capitalize on. Well, hey, we're gonna get them going again, but you have the champion the week prior who doesn't even play. So
Yeah, and rarely
Right,
do
like-
they.
yeah, right. And
But
you
if it
think, well, hey,
wasn't a signature event,
No one's
JT's
playing.
not playing,
Yeah.
Scotty's not
but that-
playing.
this tournament's probably in a different spot, maybe. Right? They probably put something
Yeah.
else here.
yeah,
I-
well, they
I
need
see
to
that,
get rid
but
of
still.
signature events in
They're
the first
doing-
place. They
Yeah.
all need to go.
Well, signature events are fine. It's the no cut. 60.
Well, yeah, like why that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a great question. Call it.
Yeah, it
100
is
and
weird.
do half get cut or whatever. But
Just have it a regular event with a bigger purse.
yes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're all gonna go.
They have to play their quota of
Yeah.
round or
Yeah, I
tournaments,
think-
right?
I think the downfall was just the fact that for the casual, they're trying to capitalize on the Masters, but at the same time, everyone, because they watched so much last week,
yeah.
they're kind of tapped out. It's like,
It's hard to sit down.
oh, there's another tournament this week? I just watched 18 hours in 2 days last week.
Yes.
It's like I can watch. So, me personally, like I watched the back 9 of the final round.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because I
me
couldn't,
too.
I couldn't commit to as much as was needed.
That's right. The same as last week.
Yeah.
And I mean, he came out flying to start
JT?
61, right?
Yeah.
All those course records.
That's do you have the list or
I have written down 9 of them.
He has 9 course records.
and like good courses?
Wow, I didn't know it was 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a career.
Is he back?
Oh,
is
he's
he,
back.
Is he
Must
doing
be.
the
Oh,
Scotty
he's
year?
back. He's back.
I mean, he's a little late to the game, but I guess he could still maybe do it.
He
What else I got here?
Gonna
talked
win
a
his
lot
third
about-
PGA this year.
Yeah. He
Still-
talked a lot about hanging out with Xander for like 2 or 3 hours about and
Putting.
talking putting.
Yeah, I brought that up
And-
because it's like, why would you help someone? You know,
I don't know. I probably would.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're both American, so that.
But at
maybe
that,
le-
with at like
kind
the
of-
level that they're in, I don't think they really care.
Yeah, like that's the thing.
Yeah.
Is like I think friendship at that point, friendship and camaraderie, like the Ryder Cup stuff, President's Cup stuff, you get to the point where it's like you are doing so well in your career that you don't really care to help someone
Yeah.
else.
Yeah,
Like it's not a big deal because that guy's still got to hit all, like especially if you're helping him with putting.
Yeah.
Like they still have to hit the shots, they still have to make the putts.
I'm just thinking
Getting
if
to that point.
if
I
we're at
certainly-
Quail and it comes down to JT and Xander and you know the last couple holes and JT makes a couple 10-footers and wins the thing.
Yeah. Like
I
you're thinking
certainly
old
am not
school-
helping anyone if I'm like a 125 guy
Yeah.
and helping like the 126 guy.
But if you were a top 10 in the world,
But
would you help
3
a
helping
125 guy?
7. or
Yeah,
whatever
I
they
probably
are.
would.
right? Right?
It's I probably would if I was top 10 in the world.
I think you're top
Like,
10
you
in the
just
world.
don't
You don't
care.
care. Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't care who you
Yeah.
help.
because you know you're
thinking Tiger Woods, right? Like Tiger Woods
He
prime,
wouldn't.
where he was
Never.
didn't say a fucking
Never.
word to anyone pretty much, right?
Yeah.
And it's just not like that anymore.
Well, he had
I
and
don't
he
know,
had
good or
that
bad.
killer
yeah,
instinct, killer mentality, right?
Yeah.
Where he was just going to win everything and fuck everybody else,
Yeah.
right?
But that's to the point of
Like, does Xander
Tiger's
want
coach.
JT to
Tiger's
win more
coach back
tournaments?
then wasn't only Tiger's coach. So, like, do you think he was mad, or he would, if you find a really good coach, you just pay that guy to never coach anyone else?
yeah. Good
I think it's got to be Ryder Cup related. Get him back in
Yeah.
form before that.
yeah. But like the main like tip that Xander gave him was like stop trying so hard.
At putting,
Like overreading, overthinking. You basically just go out there and just hit the putt.
he putted well.
Yeah.
On Sunday especially.
It's funny you bring up the Ryder Cup, though. Like, JT as a bubble pick, this whole thing that happened last Ryder Cup. Should he be on the team? Should he be on the team? Well, this was one of the reasons, right? It's like he's still good.
Yeah.
He just wasn't good at that point.
Yeah.
So it's like that's why you take him, because
But he won't
they
be.
knew what he had, and then now he's on it for sure.
Yeah.
Like already. So
Yeah.
it's just like this is why you don't give up on those guys, but at the same time you have to capitalize if they're good at that point in time.
Yeah.
But it kind of goes against that argument of don't take him because he's not playing well right now, but he's still the same guy.
The Americans are going to need him to be
Oh yeah.
the
they're
same
fucked.
guy and more.
They're fucked. Homeless Caddy's probably happy. for
Yeah,
the-
I would say so.
still on JT's bag.
They did say he's going back to his old guy.
Yeah.
Which is crazy though that he's been on that bag for
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
And what was JT at the Masters?
I
Top
don't know.
15.
He was
yeah.
still solid.
Yeah, like good.
Um,
I'll look it up.
Are we ready to say that TGL breeds winners?
Well, it's 7 already this year. Out of how many tournaments?
3 of those are Rory.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I thought it
he
was
was
7
T-
different guys.
He was
no.
T36 at the Masters.
Mm.
Not that big of a paycheck, but a good one now.
Yeah, enough.
And then do you see that penalty stroke he got in the bunker?
Still made par.
He called it on himself.
Yeah, but like that's too much. Like he said it oscillated, then they didn't even know until they went back to check the videotape.
Yeah.
If you have to check the tape, we got
Not a penalty. Yeah.
on something like that. Like if JT would have known and said like I bumped it, I need a penalty. Yes, you call it. But to be like it might oscillate. It looks like it's in the same spot. We'll check the tape. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I had for JT.
Mm-hmm.
That's
good.
Andy Novak. I mean, was there anyone not cheering for him?
I was.
I think everyone had to be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He needed it way more than JT did. Although JT hasn't won in 3 years. Kind of needed it, but
Novak wasn't even supposed to be in the field this week
really.
because they had that Aon top 10 getting into signature events and stuff, and they kept pulling names, and I think he was like 14th on the list. And for whatever reason, they didn't want to play, and he ends up getting in and fucking almost wins the thing.
It's
So-
so
And he did have T3 at the Texas Open. I just looked.
Mm.
So he's had a couple really good tournaments.
Yeah.
his short game on Sunday was phenomenal. Like chipping, especially,
bunch of par putts, like longish
ch-
par putts that he made.
and some of those little half flops and stuff
Yeah.
that he was having to make.
Yeah.
JT said he played with him one time in his life, and it was at TPC River Highlands, and he shot 59. Like these guys are just ridiculously good.
Yes.
Even
Yeah.
like the 200th best player in the world is like
I'm just looking at Novak's like
Just
year.
consistency.
insane.
It's
His
just
year.
consistency.
He's made 7 of 13 cuts, but he's got 3 top 10s and 2 top 13s.
Crazy.
On top of that,
Um,
so he's got 5 top 15 finishes in his 7 cuts, but he's only made 7 of 13.
One
Like,
thing
that's
I
just wild. Like you just put it all together and
Yeah.
at that point in time.
One thing I forgot to mention about JT is Eamon Lynch came out and said he's the best golfer of his generation.
I don't know how I feel about that at all.
But what's the generation though?
that's the thing.
Because like that would be
7 years
Bryson.
younger.
That'd
Yeah.
be like Bryson, Brooks.
Yeah, because
well,
it's not
Brooks
that
is in there. He's not.
because Rory's the generation before, technically,
I
right?
would
And
think.
Xander and Scotty would be in there. They're roughly the same age, aren't they? Or Scotty?
A little younger.
So
I don't know. Spieth is in there.
He's in that
obviously.
middle one.
JT's 31.
31, yeah.
He's got to be in with Rory then. Rory's 35.
Yeah, he's not that much older. He's got to be in the same generation.
Well, if he's in the same as Rory, he ain't
Well, yeah,
the best of the
Scotty's
generation.
Scotty's 28. So
'Cause
he's
I'm
in.
not
he's in,
sure he's
he's
better
in
than
one of those two.
I'm not sure he's better than Spieth.
I think I would take JT's career over Spieth.
4
I think.
majors to 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how many
tough.
wins does
Fuck.
Spieth have? Like he was winning a lot when he was winning those majors.
Does he have 4? I thought he only had 3 majors.
Xander's also 31.
he
Does
is
he have
4.
Augusta twice? Because
Okay.
he choked the
Twice.
one
He's only
time.
won once.
Xander?
Masters once.
Yeah,
Spieth.
thought
Oh,
so.
maybe it is
Okay.
only 3. Then.
Xander's 31. I think you're probably taking JT over Xander, though.
He won 2 majors last year.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, I think you take JT over Xander.
Spieth has 16 wins.
So they're about the same.
But then you go majors, and then you got to take Spieth.
Yeah.
And how long has
It's
JT
close.
been number 1 in the world? Because Spieth was. For
Well,
a
I'm
while.
taking Masters, U.S. Open, and British Open over 2 PGAs. That's for
You're
sure.
probably right. Yeah.
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 That's a
The same
wild.
That's a
number
big
of
terrible
difference.
Comment.
Yeah.
That's a bad comment. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just poked holes in it.
Yeah.
Big time.
Big time.
We've never made bad comments like that ever.
No.
What do you mean? Red Mountain Rory's on the Mount Rushmore.
You say bag of golf once, and it just haunts you. Speaking of guys who are back, Dan Berger.
Yeah, he's good.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
He might
back.
make the Ryder Cup.
I bet
They
she
need him to.
does.
That'd be amazing if he did.
I bet she does.
Man, they are gonna get waxed.
Oh, it's gonna be sickening how bad they beat him. Billy Horschel was 27th, but did you see that him sign that fan's leg after just drilling her?
Well,
Had contusion.
Oh.
Or whatever.
Was the
Like,
ball
humongous.
inside the leg?
How? Like, I don't understand. Like, was she just standing next to the tee box and just
Yeah, I don't
shanked it
know.
off of her? Because like, how could it leave a welt that big?
if I may, the leg looked like it was an older leg, like that. They
Are
welt.
you a leg expert?
They welt. I'm just saying, the older you get, my dad,
Did we find
Farmer
your fetish?
my dad, who's now 68, my dog jumped up on him and just cut him on his hand a little bit, and his skin's getting old, right?
Yeah.
He was bleeding like crazy. Like if that scratched me, it would have just been a scratch. But
Yeah.
him, like with their old paper skin,
Yeah.
he was bleeding. Like I'm like, oh my god, it looked like the dog like gashed him for stitches. Like he
Yeah.
just could not stop the bleeding on his hand. I'm like, oh my god, Dad, like we're gonna take you to the hospital. He's like, it's fine. I'm just like, look at your paper skin now.
I can't believe I'm going to say this on the pod.
Oh
but,
boy.
So, I've always put my wallet in like that little shelf on the door in
Yes.
the F-150s, and like I go to grab it out, and like just as I'm like hopping out of the door, and like 9 times out of 10, it'll just like do like a little scrape on the top of my hand, and it just bleeds. I'm just walking around.
Old paper skin Harv over
I'm just walking around, and then I look, and there's just blood running down my fingers. And I'm
You
like,
are 45. You might be 50.
You might be 60.
I'm not that old. Yeah, so I can't believe I brought that up.
But I think that is the reason why the welt was so big. Is she had to be an older lady that
Could be.
any type of.
she should probably get that
Nick.
tattooed on there. Otherwise, it's just a waste.
I've always
You're just
thought
gonna
that.
wash it off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Who else do we have here? Xander. I just wrote down he was T18, but the stat that he has 12 straight top 20s at majors. So just a way to sneak that in there because that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's something.
That's good.
I mean, that's 12 more than Neiman, isn't it?
Well, it
Or
was,
you
al-
snuck
it
one
was
in there.
almost only 11 more, but it is 12 more. And then old Patrick Cuntley there, he was T13.
You say that every single week now. It's the best.
You see, wouldn't sign autographs for a kid on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they call him that.
Like that is insane.
And
just walked
Xander
in,
and those
I
other
guess.
guys were doing it.
Yeah.
And locked in. What do
Like
you
I-
finish?
13th. I
Yeah.
think if I was there with like Noah and he went and like asked him, I mean, I would already stop him. Nope, not him,
Yeah.
son. But
You don't need him.
Yeah.
but if he went up and did that, I think I would say something.
Yeah.
You call him Cuntley.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Since
That
we're
is-
talking about that word, my wife and I watched the Will Ferrell Reese Witherspoon movie, You're Cordially Invited, last night, which is a terrible movie.
Sounds like
I
it,
read
yeah.
the reviews. I'm like, I said to my wife, I'm like, it doesn't look like the reviews are great, but we could watch it anyway. But anyway, the it was word. She's like, "How did you remember all my nieces and nephews' names?" Well, I just word association them. So it's like, if it's this, I'll remember this, and then I never forget the word. And then at the very last scene of the movie, she's remembering all of the kids' names now because she's using this same word association. And then the last kid's name, she's like, "Oh, and then cunt, you can go over there." And oh, sorry, Kent. And it was just like, oh, she associated cunt with Kent. And I burst out laughing. I actually thought of Patrick Cunliffe because of Harv. So
He is one. Yep.
Yeah. Scotty T8, that tweet about the year of Dark Scotty. Like, what does that even mean?
I don't know.
'Cause he's raging this year, I guess.
He
I
doesn't
don't
look
know.
very happy out there
No.
ever. I mean, he did slam his club weakly into the ground. He didn't even get stuck in the ground.
He's got a kid now. Maybe he's just tired. all the
Dad
time.
strength, but the other type
Yeah,
that
he's-
get dad.
Yeah, he's just too.
They
tired.
lost the
One
the new dad powers have
Short
worn
fuse,
off,
yeah.
and now
Well,
it's
there's
just
two types. There's new dad powers, and then there's those dads that can't deal with being a dad, and they go the opposite way.
Could be.
Could be
yeah,
him.
he just looks miserable,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Yep.
Classic
he really
Meredith.
does.
But when
Classic
you
Meredith.
don't win every tournament, I guess maybe you are miserable.
Yeah, when you're used to winning every
Yeah.
tournament. Yeah.
Yep. And then I just had Tommy Fizzlewood at 7th. And I mean, will he ever get it
I
done?
really thought he was going to do it on Easter Sunday. I really thought that was
Because he
going
kind
to
of
be
looks
the
like
one.
Jesus?
Yeah. That
What?
would have been absolutely
All-time-
perfect.
And an all-time prediction almost.
Yes.
I mean, my prediction had nothing to do with Easter. Just getting that out of the way.
Yeah.
I just threw it out there. I didn't know if you're showing up, so I put down Canadians, but you can do them if you want.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't talk about Mac Hughes, which he got a sponsor's exemption into this thing and finished T3, which is huge for him.
Like a quiet T3.
Quite kind of a backdoor T3, sort of, but
Yep.
should get him into the PGA, which
What a
is
pick.
which is big. Pendrith was T42, Connors T49. His little mini run of high finishes is over, but still got paid. I mean, he still took T49, still got a check. Taylor T49, and then Hadwin was T61. But did you guys see one KP on some other course? He was playing some other course like during the week or something like that, and he wrote down Adam Hadwin on the like KP thing.
Really?
Oh.
Hit
He
it
was
to
playing
3
men's
feet,
night?
and then someone like called him out for it. But yeah,
Because
he's like, I haven't been winning many things lately, so I had to take it where I
I
could.
like that.
Yeah.
okay, let's get into Corrales.
Corrales,
Briefly.
Garrett Higgo got his second tour win.
First-
Or did Joel Dahmen lose it?
We haven't asked that question in a while, but yeah, he did.
Higgo did wear a Red Sox hat, I guess, on Sunday
Yeah.
or Saturday.
Can guys just wear whatever the fuck they want on those opposite
I think
field
you can wear
events?
whatever
or
you want, whenever you want.
well,
Yeah,
yeah,
if you're
Well,
not
should be there
sponsored.
now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I had for Higgo.
Well,
Joel Dahmen,
wins.
all-time choke job.
yeah, Higgo's first win since when he burst on the scene, won his second ever tournament,
Correct.
and then hasn't done anything
I mean, that
since.
was only
No.
2 years ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
He won that. What's that? There's a weird name of a tournament for his first win, but I can't remember what it is now.
Mayakoba?
No.
Okay.
I think it was another off
Yeah,
event.
he was. Yeah.
But yeah, like that. So tuning in to watch Joel Dahmen, friend of the pod, win, probably jinxed it. Because like that,
Yeah, I also
Those
tuned in.
last-
So
But at
Those
least
last
he
few
faced
holes-
the music after.
yeah, like
Big time.
jeez.
Starters
was
should
great.
take
Nice to
note.
see.
and it was raw. Like it was good.
The Palmetto Championship.
Palmetto, that's what it was. Yeah. I don't think it's an off-field one.
But yeah, I mean that's
Wasn't around for long though.
That's just awful for a guy like Dahmen. Like he's
Golf is hard.
Banked it in. Fuck. Is that Byfield? No. Oh, it was Byfield too. Yeah, like all-time good guy that everyone loves, and you just want to see him win again. Get that card for another 2.5 years. Get into majors, and then that shit happens.
And he
And-
missed a
and-
1 foot putt on 17. It was 1 foot.
Yeah, and he said
Oh, that was
golf
a
is
terrible
like the
putt.
amount of times that he goes on record to say golf is hard.
Yeah.
And shit like that happens to the worst possible guy to happen to.
And it's nice that he's so likable and everybody loves him. And
Also so bad
yes,
that he's so likable.
yes,
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah, so less than ideal, let's just say. But good for Higgo. And I mean, to an extent, good for Dahmen, because I mean that's a good event or good result that will accumulate some points for him and maybe get him into some other things, but just tough to watch.
Yeah, it was tough.
You got anything else out of that?
Yeah, I got
tournament?
Ben Martin. He finished T9. Probably helped that he had a chauffeur all week.
Right.
The chauffeur was Wesley Bryan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who got suspended for being in that live thing?
Correct. And he had this was a planned vacation for his family that he was going to play in the event. And he got suspended, but he went anyways because he had it planned for his family to be down there.
Crazy.
And then the other thing I had on here is Ben Crane actually DQ'd himself for playing the wrong ball.
Yeah.
So it was pretty crazy. He hit ball into the water, hit a provisional or dropped it or whatever, then went up, played his next shot, got to the green, putted out, noticed that there was a gigantic scuff on it. So his ball must have hit a rock and kicked back out into the fairway. But he had already declared a loss and played the other one. Then he DQ'd himself.
Played
at the end of the round.
the original ball, yeah. The real Legends scenario almost for us.
Red
The
2.
horse race.
Yeah.
Red 2?
Wasn't our fault.
Red
Red 10.
10. Yeah.
Red 10.
Red 10.
We named the pod that, didn't we?
Yes,
Red 10?
yeah.
And then Canadians here. You want to go through them? Or?
I don't have them.
Adam Svensson was 24th. David Hearn missed the cut. And Cougar Collins missed the cut.
Coogie.
Ace's birthday shots of the week. Mark Hubbard had an ace at the Corrales. It is Matt Wolf's birthday the other day. He turned 26.
Matt Wolf?
Yep.
Is he still on live?
I think so.
Yeah, yes.
They haven't kicked him off yet, eh?
You can't. He's got mental health problems. You
impossible.
can't
Can't
kick him
do it.
off.
What a fall from grace for that guy.
He's got a security net. And shots of the week, I didn't actually put one down.
Really?
Yeah.
JT's
28 beers over here.
par save on what the hell was it? 3? Like off the railway tie on that par 3.
Oh, yeah.
Ended up making par early where it could have gone sideways real quick. So
As much as I dislike JT, he has a pretty good short game.
I actually have that written down. I said I don't know if I like him, but his game is awesome. Like his short game's fantastic. I just don't think I like him very much.
I mean, I know I don't like him, but like he chips in so much and
Yeah.
like chips it close so much, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. It's all that TGL work.
The dead hand wedge shots that he can hit, and
Yeah. He's pretty good with a wedge.
Yeah,
Oh, what do you do with
news,
that
I suppose.
volume there?
Well, Canoop's pretty quiet. I can't
He
seem
was
to
quiet
figure his
last
out.
week, too. Really quiet last week.
I just can't figure out which one's Canoop's mic.
Yeah, we'll go news here.
Yours, what do you mean? They're the same order as they always are, aren't they?
Why is this so loud?
I should be
One of the
switching
stories
these
that came
but
out
I don't-
obviously Tuesday, the odds of Rory's shots on 15, 16, 17 was for a pro to actually do that was 1 in 28,700 to accomplish the 4
Proximities.
feet on 15 or 6 feet on 15.
in succession was the
yeah,
reason
back
why.
to back
Yeah,
to
yeah.
back, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's
That-
pretty wild.
yeah.
Imagine doing that and then losing.
Yeah. He could have. And it was, I mean, you're at Augusta and on Sunday, down 1 or whatever he was at when
Yeah.
he was on 15.
It just goes back
Would've
to
been
this whole
something.
like, what if he lost? Like, that's the wild. That's more wild than the win. I think.
Canoop wouldn't have been so
That-
quiet last
that
week.
might have been the worst loss in the history of golf.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that's what we said last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure would have.
Yeah.
Next, a brawl broke out at a BC Golf League Monday night round over slow play. Did you guys watch the video?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did.
And then I had a couple people send me some of those TikToks of warming up for a round in Kelowna, and it's a guy just like punching air and kicking and swinging clubs.
You didn't post that, hey, from Dunes?
I did fix your mic now, by the way. Sorry
Post
to
it where?
listeners.
onto
Like
Instagram.
tweet it? Or
Well, we didn't
oh,
get in a
Instagram, IG.
fight.
No, but
We just have the audio, really.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, we almost got in a fight, but
That guy was an idiot.
Yes, he was.
yeah, that was something. Next, would you rather from Brono 7 or 8 majors but no Grand Slam, or
Yeah.
4 majors with the Grand Slam?
Kind of what we talked about last week.
Sort of, yeah. But
And
that's
the answer is Grand Slam for sure.
really?
Has to be.
You're taking
Has to
you're
be?
taking one of
I think
each
so.
major over 3 Masters, 3 US Opens, and 2 British Opens.
I'm taking it over any other 3-3-2. 3 Masters. I mean, come on.
Well, I'm kind of comparing, someone that's going to, if say
Does it
Spieth
change-
did it,
does
say
it
Spieth
change-
did it, you'd rather have that than, Arnold Palmer with
What
3
about
Masters and a couple of U.S.
five
Opens.
PGAs, 2 U.S. Opens, and 3 British Opens, or is it 8?
I said 7 or 8.
Yeah, 5 1-1 and 5 is PGA. You're not taking that if you don't have a Masters.
I'm talking 2 or more of each of the other 3 of 3 of the 4.
All right, I'm going to
So
change.
3,
So
3,
it
2.
has to
I'm gonna
be-
change
but
my-
Masters has to be in there. I think.
Yeah,
You gotta have
in
one
order for it
Masters.
to even be a conversation. If it was 3-3-2 and no Masters, you're not taking
I'm
it.
taking 3 U.S. Opens, 3 British Opens, and 2 PGAs over the career Grand Slam.
I
for
don't
sure.
think you are without a
No.
green jacket.
Really?
I think,
I-
you
I think
need to have
the
a green
only
jacket.
automatic one is if it's multiple Masters and U.S.
Obvious.
Open.
I'll agree there. If
I-
it's multiple Masters, yes. But if you don't have a green jacket and you have the Grand Slam, you have a green jacket, you're taking that.
I think I agree with you.
Thanks, man.
I think I'm taking
I
them.
knew you would.
I thought that there was more, like 7 or 8 major championship, I guess.
People.
Yes, people.
There's like 6.
Yeah, it's like it ends up being the same because it's 6 for the Grand Slam, right? And 6-ish for this. I think I'm with you. More
I don't
majors.
know. What if it's 7 PGAs?
No, well, I said 2. I said 2 or more of each of the 3.
But if it
Of any
doesn't
three.
include the
Yes.
Masters, I'm not taking it. I would need a green
would.
jacket.
I'm with
If you're telling me that the comparison is Grand Slam has a green jacket, the other one doesn't, Grand Slam.
I'd take 3 U.S. Opens and 3 British Opens over the Grand Slam, I think, without the other 2.
No,
I'd
take
let's
6
not get
over
silly.
4.
Yep.
Let's not
That's
get
a-
silly.
That's 2 more majors.
No, you need the
You
Masters.
got, ask Brooks Koepka which one he'd rather
Yeah,
have.
he wants a green jacket. Is what he wants.
Yeah.
If
At
you
the
ask
end
Brooks,
of his
He
career,
wants as many majors
you
as
think
he
he
can
would
get.
trade? You think he'd trade 3 for 1? I think he would.
I don't think so, man. 3? 2 maybe.
2 for 1.
Should
for
ask
sure.
the Black Knight, see what he says of this question.
I
Gary
still think you need to have a green jacket.
Gary Player would disagree with you.
He's got the Masters as the worst of the 4 majors.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Well, yeah, Gary.
but he still has one.
that's a good combo,
Yes.
though. That's a good.
Yeah.
That's why I brought
That's
it
the
up.
only reason why he says it, because he's got one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a tough one. Actually,
He's just trying to diminish the
You get double.
Masters.
You're gonna have double the amount of majors, and you're gonna turn that down to have one of each.
to have,
Double.
to have. Well, I could still win more.
No, that's what
Your
you end
career
your
is
career
over.
end with.
Oh, your career's over.
Your
Yes.
career's over.
Would you rather have
You
8
could have-
majors, or I would want a green jacket? It's not complete.
Because you can still keep playing the British.
No, it's career's over, you idiot.
No. But what I'm saying is, right, like with the Masters, you obviously get to keep playing as long as you want. But the British, you get to keep playing, and then I think there's a cutoff for it where they're like, okay, like you're done.
Yeah.
You can't come back.
Yeah, but
Daly's still
I
goes
don't
over
know.
there.
it's if my career's over, I'm taking a green jacket.
That was good. Good topic.
yeah,
50-50.
I think you need the green jacket.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh yeah, the next one was just Wesley Bryan was suspended from the PGA.
Yep.
Doesn't regret doing what he did, so I'm sure they got paid more than he would have made
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
Corrales this week. So
Well, and the other big thing, Grant Horvat, the one that ended up actually putting the video out, got invited to play as a sponsors exemption.
This week?
Not this week,
Oh.
but in a tournament coming up.
Yeah, he tweeted out asking if he should play or not.
he
Like-
still hasn't decided.
Yeah.
The video got 2 million views.
Yeah, because he said he wasn't gonna play or didn't think he should
Yeah.
because he's not there yet. He's a good golfer, but he's not a PGA
Yeah.
golfer.
But how do you suspend one of your members for doing that? I guess that's probably it right there. Is one of
But
your
is he a
members.
full-time
But-
member?
Oh, I think he's got some status. So
I mean, deep down, we all know that the reason why Grant Horvat doesn't want to play is because he doesn't want to get somewhat exposed as how good he actually is.
well, he
Oh,
plays
yeah.
in the Creator Classic stuff, right?
Well,
I know, but
So-
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
Like
if he
he's
plays
saying,
on this,
Yes.
and
he
he's
doesn't get the views that he gets.
well, and that's the thing is he's saying I don't think I'm as good as these guys. He's outright saying that,
Yes.
but I don't think he wants people to know how not
Yeah.
good he is compared to those.
Like, what
guys.
is he, like Tony Romo good? And Tony Romo just got killed.
I think he's better than Tony Romo.
Think so?
I do.
I think he's very good, but I don't think I don't think he'll finish dead last.
I think he will.
I don't
Yeah,
think he's going
I
to
think
make
he
the
would.
cut.
I think you would as well.
But that's what I mean. That's why he doesn't want to get exposed
What's
to
you
it.
guys agreeing over there all the time?
I actually thought they were touching each other's legs.
We might be
there for a
buddies now.
second.
Wait till golf season starts, though.
Next,
You're not keeping score, so
RAPJ.
don't-
Oh, right.
Is it Sigil?
Right.
Oh, and his hitting that resume.
Yeah. So one of the most decorated amateur golfers.
That was insane. I saw
and
that
then
today.
just went and joined the Champions Tour.
Well, he sold insurance for 15 years because he broke his hand in a window.
Punched
And then
it.
Just won 8 times in the Champions Tour. Like, what a career. 2-time U.S. amateur champ.
Never turned pro until the Champions Tour.
81 years old.
All right,
Better than Alker, people are saying.
Better.
people
I don't think there's anyone better than Stephen Alker
as far as a career path.
as far as Champions Tour player.
I think
By the time it's all said and done,
Yeah.
Alker
I don't
will be the
think-
best Champions player of all time.
I think he'll be best Champions player of all time and best career resume of all time.
Wow,
like
not best,
no, for how
Funniest,
for how,
maybe.
yeah, funniest, okay, sure. Like how he just wasn't good at all, and then went to the Champions Tour and he's the best of all time.
Just
Quantity and
just
quality.
Need those tees 20 yards up.
Yeah.
Around the world, the Corn Ferry, the Lecom Suncoast Classic, won by Neil Shipley.
Yep.
Remember
In
that
the
name?
fifth or sixth
Fifth
playoff.
playoff
Fifth
hole, I think.
playoff hole.
Uh,
That fatso.
He's looking slim, though.
yeah.
He's
I
actually
will-
lost some weight.
Didn't
Think
want
he
to bring it
probably
up.
got a personal trainer.
Didn't want to bring it up, but I will. So our boy Roger Sloan was T6, I think,
Oh, I didn't even look.
and bogeyed 4 of his last 5 holes.
He bogeyed
On
18.
Sunday?
He always bogeys 18.
Yeah,
Finished 25th.
25th, and I'm pretty sure he was for sure T8, if not T5, and then bogeyed 4 of the last 5 holes. Just yeah.
Neil Shipley's got to cut his hair.
Yep.
It is not good.
That is
It is
like,
a bad haircut.
A known fact.
yeah.
Like mine. in
I don't know if they'll let him
summer
on the PGA Tour with that.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Crystal Vase for a trophy.
Yikes.
Miles Crichton was 13th. Roger Sloan was 25th. Matt Anderson 57th. Stu Mack 65th. Then Yella Miraju missed the cut. Old Dirt McGirt finished 33rd, but he had his 12-year-old son caddying for him.
12?
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Wow.
I mean, kind of a fun moment, but also child slave labor. like, that's pretty young to be lugging around a golf bag.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
4 days.
When your name's Dirt McGirt, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
That's true. Next, LPGA, the JM Eagle LA Championship presented by Plas Pro.
Wow.
Was won by Ingrid Lindblad. Just a big old trophy with an eagle on top.
She's Swedish.
Yes. Savannah Grewal was 72nd, and Brooke Henderson, Maud Amy LeBlanc, and Elena Sharp missed the cut.
Ooh.
Brooke.
Wow.
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
A little weird. And then the DP Volvo China
Her
Open.
the result.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
Little weird. You said little weird. I said her the result.
See, if I would have said that, you guys would have probably cut it.
Yeah, but that's
No.
why I said it.
We wouldn't have. Not that.
Never.
You've
You've
cut
said way
similar.
You've
You've
said
cut
way
similar.
worse on this pod before.
I'm just saying, you cut similar comments. The Volvo China Open won by Ashun Wu. Just a crystal cylinder trophy, and Aaron Cockrell was miscut.
Oh.
Did miss the cut. So that's not good. Pick recap.
All right, picks.
So,
Making the cuts usually before picks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
oh, then do the making
I
the
do
cut.
have making the
I
cut.
can't. I always never can remember if it's recap then making the cut. then
Okay,
picks.
so making the cut. Keep 4, cut 4. Hypothetical.
Jesus.
Hypothetical.
Hypothetical upcoming sports events.
Hypothetical?
Upcoming sports
Oh,
events.
we didn't even talk about WrestleMania.
Not
in the
included
outro. That's
because
in
I
the
knew
outro.
you guys would just take it, and I heard it was awful anyways.
Wasn't awful.
It was not
Oh,
awful.
everybody was
It'll be
saying that
it'll
it
be at
sucked.
the end.
Everyone
if you're
was saying it
if you
was, yeah.
tuned in at the start for the WrestleMania recap, it'll
All the
come
Cody
up.
crybabies are just upset.
Yeah, it'll come up at the end.
No, but
Did we have 6 Rivermen Red Ales? Did we already had 3?
no, we only had 5. There's
Oh,
a full one here. We've had 2 each.
I know. I'm
But
debating
does
if I want
anybody
that
actually
third one or
like Cena now? Still?
Well, he's getting some
not.
cheers.
Heel Cena is
He's not
arguably
a heel
the
though
best
with that
Cena.
hair. He can't be a heel with that hair.
he's
gonna
awesome.
Be turning face right away. I guarantee.
Yeah, because he turned heel and everyone loves him more.
He's not even. Yeah.
The triple threat match on Saturday was unbelievable.
Okay.
Heyman.
Anyways,
Fucking Heyman,
Yeah,
always
do
on the
your
right
keep
side.
4, cut 4 hypotheticals, upcoming sports events. First one, Madison Square Garden NBA Final Game 7, Knicks Lakers. Okay.
Cutting
Oof.
that instantly.
Oof.
Number 2, Sunday PGA Championship at Quail Hollow. Final group is Fleetwood and Spieth. Okay, this is you're attending them in person, right?
Yep.
Which one you want to go to?
Yeah. Third one, Wimbledon Final, Djokovic Alcaraz.
Okay.
Fourth one is Game 5, Stanley Cup Final, series tied 2-2 in Vegas. Vegas versus Montreal.
Cut. Yeah. Easy.
You're a Vegas fan.
There's 2
Well,
easy
yeah.
Game
ones already.
5. Who cares?
Game 5, series tied 2-2, though.
Okay.
Okay.
How would it be in Vegas?
This
It can't be in Vegas.
for Game 5?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Game
against
5.
Montreal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
5. Yeah.
100%. Game 6, World Series, Yankee Stadium, Yankees versus Mets. Mets up 3-2.
Okay.
2025 Grey Cup in Winnipeg. Riders crossed over, won the East, and meet Winnipeg in the Grey Cup. Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
Oh, sorry. Where is it?
It's
In Winnipeg.
in Winnipeg.
in
Grey
Winnipeg?
Cup's in Winnipeg next year, yep. Now, these are all possible. These are all possibilities.
Yes.
Okay. Seventh one, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. College Football National Championship, Oregon versus Tennessee.
Okay.
And the last one, Super Bowl next year is in San Francisco at Levi's Stadium. Lions-Bills Super Bowl. It's not as easy as
I
you
want
guys
to go
thought
to
it was
I
going
want
to
to
be.
go to
is it?
Lions Bulls.
Lions-Bills.
I want to go to Mets Yankees. I want to go to Alcaraz Djokovic. And I wouldn't mind seeing Game 7 at Madison Square Garden.
Knicks-Lakers.
Knicks Lakers. That'd be
So
so
you're
good.
cutting PGA Championship final round at Quail?
It's golf. It's too fucking hard to watch golf.
Yeah, that's
you
the thing.
park
I
Golf,
yourself
ain't,
out.
I ain't cutting the golf one. Tell you that right.
I'm sticking with those 4 yet.
And you're cutting Vegas, your favorite team in the NHL,
Well, I can
apparently?
watch it on TV.
Well, you can watch any of them on TV.
Well, I
You
got to
shouldn't
go
be
to the
watching
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl on TV.
But if it was Game 7, I would go to it. Game 5.
That's why I couldn't put Game 7. These are all perfectly done. It's perfect.
Well, then I cut that with my favorite team because it was Game 5.
I'm going to keep Wimbledon final.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
haven't been to a
That's
tennis.
a must.
Haven't been to a tennis
Yeah,
game
that-
ever, so
I-
I need to do that. We
probably
are
should've-
checking Wimbledon out when we're there. We're gonna go do the tour, so that'll be cool.
Nice.
I would keep MSG finals. I need to go to MSG at one point in my life.
Okay.
Um,
And you're a basketball guy.
I enjoy watching basketball. Yes, I'll take Game 6 World Series, Mets Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be very
Because you
very
want
cool.
the Mets to win at Yankee Stadium,
Yes,
which would be
it'd be
incredible.
unbelievable. And I'm
Incredible.
probably
That's why I did it.
probably keeping the Super Bowl. Bills Lions.
I put Grey Cup in there just for you. I put that in
Oh, yeah,
there
I
only
don't.
for you.
I've been to enough Grey Cups. I don't need to.
But Riders Bombers, Grey Cup.
Let's not
all right.
not gloss over
That
the
was
fact
just
that
like 10 years ago, wasn't it?
hey,
Yes,
Bills Lions Super Bowl would be the best
it would be very
Super
good.
Bowl of all time.
Could be. Yep.
Just for fan base
Yeah, but-
purposes.
Mhm.
For fan base purposes.
I almost put Texas in the national championship just to maybe
Yeah, I would've-
sway you.
It was between those two, and if you had Texas, it would have been.
Yeah.
Would've
Oh,
been
so
that
two. So golf's been cut twice.
I'm
All
not
right,
cutting
Harv.
golf.
Let's see.
I'm going to golf.
let's
I'm
hear.
Easily cutting basketball.
Yeah, gone.
So I'm keeping golf. I'm keeping tennis. I'm cutting the Super Bowl. Like, why do
You're
I
going
want
to
to go
Mets.
see that?
You're going to Mets Yankees for sure. You're cutting Grey Cup.
I'm cutting Grey Cups.
You're going
I'm
to Mets, Yankees.
and I'll go to the hockey game.
Mm.
Ah, nice. You're, closet Habs fan probably.
I just like to see him lose.
This is actually tough for me. I'm keeping Quail Hollow because I want to see Tommy Fleetwood win his first.
Oh, you didn't say who
Tournament.
won.
He said Spieth.
You
there's
You
a
said they're in the
chance.
final group.
I'm
They're
either
probably
seeing-
Well, he didn't say who won in any of
I'm
them.
either
I know,
I'm either
but-
seeing Spieth win the Grand Slam or I'm seeing Tommy Fleetwood win his
Whoa.
first tournament.
Yeah, but there's no guarantee either of those two.
They're the top two by far.
It was
Oh,
assumed.
by
It-
far.
yeah, it
Oh,
was
by
assumed.
far. They're up like 10
They're both
strokes.
12 under. The next guy's 3.
12 clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Assumed, yeah.
Pass still.
I'm cutting Yankees Mets because I'm cheering for neither.
What?
Of them. I hate both.
That's
teams.
a must-attend game.
Obviously, I'm keeping the Habs in Vegas, which would be amazing. Keeping Wimbledon, I should have put that in. That was too easy. And then the last one's actually tough.
So you got national championship versus Super Bowl?
I got national championship,
you still
Super
got
Bowl,
Grey
Cup.
Cup.
And MSG. I got to cut. I got to keep one.
You got to go to Bills Lions. You have to go to that game.
I don't
Great Cup is.
like. I would just go to the next one.
The next Bills
Or
Lions
the,
Super Bowl?
No, the next Super Bowl. Why would I go to that one?
Bills Lions?
In
I don't
Two
care
of the-
about either of those.
Two of
I've
the
been to
most
San
tortured
Francisco
franchises
already.
of all time.
Knicks, Lakers. I hate both teams there too. So
But I'm only going to one Super Bowl in my life,
Yes.
I'm gonna.
and I'm gonna wait till the Commanders.
I'm
are
keep.
in.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Are
go
you
to.
going to go when they make it?
Well, I wouldn't say when. I'd say if.
Yeah, fair, sure.
Like,
I'm gonna go to the national championship in Miami.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Be fun. You had, the teams you picked were shitty.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah.
Well, I didn't want to put like Ohio State and Alabama or something in there.
Yeah,
I would-
because
I
no
would
one
have
wants
So
to
they
see
would have
that.
been passed
Yeah,
all
yeah.
automatically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was not bad.
Not bad.
The only one that was cut by everybody was
Grey
the
Cup.
Grey Cup.
Wimbledon.
sport.
Whoops.
Wimbledon would be like a bucket list place for me to go.
Yes.
Like to the actual tournament. I'd go to second round.
Oh yeah, just watch
Yeah,
one
just
of the
give me
best
Rod
players
Laver,
dummy one of the other
just
guys.
Rod
Yeah.
Laver Stadium. That's all I want to go to.
Yeah.
It's just like we talked about 2 weeks ago or whatever, the National Women's Amateur
Yeah.
Championship at Augusta, just to go there.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I meant to. It's funny you bring that back up. I got to apply for tickets. Like you got to apply for those.
If I would have put British Open in there, would you
Well,
guys probably would have taken
yeah,
that for
probably.
sure?
Yeah.
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 That's why I kind of.
Okay, pick recap.
Quick hour pod again.
Oh, we never decided on whether it was 40 or top half.
We've been
We-
doing 40.
No, you
That's
didn't
what
even
I thought.
listen.
No,
Yes.
man.
We've been doing top 40. I thought it was after Friday.
No, so it's top 40 after the tournament was
Yeah,
over.
so
Yeah,
I thought it was after
Okay.
Friday.
That's what I thought it was.
Yes.
I knew it wasn't wrong. Okay, so I had 12 points this week. Knoop had 12 points this week. Bronell had 3 points.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
that's
what?
big. Oh, that's big.
and
3 and
Maddie
2
B had
third
6
ones.
points. So I had so I did the
Fuck's sakes.
Corrales first so I had Higgs missed the cut, but Ventura and Coles for 3 each, so there's 6 there. Maddie B had Quade Cummings made the cut for 2.
Yep.
Hawkeider missed the cut, and Mac Meissner made the cut for another 2. Bronell had Lipsky who made the cut for 3. Carl Yuan
That's
and
your only
EVR
3.
both missed the cut.
Yuan missed it on the number, and EVR was awful.
Terrible.
Terrible. Yeah.
Canoop had Lipsky and Gotterup who made the cut, both 3s, and Montgomery missed the cut for a 0. And then at the RBC, I had Gracerman and Hughes, who both were top 40, so there's another 6 there. Nick Taylor missed out. Matty B had English, who missed out. Finau did make top 40, and Bill Zed did not make it.
Nope.
So there's
Yikes.
his 2, 4, 6, and Bronell had Glover missed out, Homa missed out, Woodland missed out.
Woodland was way up there on the first
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, I had him on DraftKings.
He was 5 under.
Yeah.
It's Thursday.
He had a terrible weekend.
Ugh.
So that was 0 for there, and then Canoop had Aaron Rye, who made it, and Glover, who didn't, and Hisat Sune also made it. So there's his 12 points.
You
So
can't
the
be
standings,
stealing my guys and getting points out of it. That's just greasy.
It's funny.
All right,
how
Zurich
I go
Classic
before
of
you.
New
oh,
Orleans.
standings are Canoop 99, Bronell 82, Harv 77, Matty B 69.
Oof. Okay.
Interesting.
Am I in third now?
Second.
Oh, okay.
The teams this week, holy shit.
They're bad.
There's some bottom of the barrel
Who
people here.
prepared the walk-up songs for this week?
No, didn't.
Nobody do
We're
it?
supposed
Oh,
to be quick, remember?
okay, shit. Next year.
In saying that, I don't know who I'm going to pick. Well, let's go with, what's the cutoff? Do you know?
Plus
40.
9,000.
Plus 9,000 and plus 5,000.
40 to 1 is the cutoff.
No, I had plus 5,000 because it splits at 45 to 1. I just counted them.
Well,
45
there's
to 1.
several guys several teams at 40 to 1. There's 5 teams at 40 to 1. So all those are part of the first group.
I thought
Yes.
it was plus 4,500. That was the start of the second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's correct. Hui
Yep.
and Ryder.
Yep.
Is the start of the second group.
I'm going to go
Yes, that's what I just said. Plus
Hostler,
5,000.
Hostler Putnam for 2.
Yes.
I don't know why.
That's a good one. We talked about Putnam. Matt has his phone number still.
Hitsatsune's playing good. Takumi Kanaya. Let's pick those 2. Another
that?
2. Another
That's a
2.
two.
Might as well go deep here, hey? Oh, right there.
Not my guys.
Lipsky and Wu.
Oh,
Lipsky
I can't
and Wu
believe
for
this
3.
shit. I can't
that's the
believe
best team in the tournament.
That is the best team in the tournament.
Outside of Rory Lowry, but
Yeah.
Well, you might as well pick. You guys all better pick Lowry and Mac.
why?
Why not? You get 2 points. Simple 2 points.
They're not going
They're
to
not
win.
for sure going to win.
They're probably gonna win. I'm
They're
picking.
probably gonna win.
Can
Yeah,
I just pick mine then while we're
considered
waiting?
No, I'll go. Who's Paul and Paul?
I don't know.
I think that's Logan and
Jake.
Jake's got another fight coming up.
So what's the cutoff for the third group?
Plus
9.
9,000.
So Valimaki and Silverman.
Yeah, that's who I'm picking.
They're
yeah.
twos
Oh,
or
you
threes.
guys.
Threes.
Threes.
Okay, I won't take them then.
Why?
You could take him. I got other ones.
I am, but
oh.
you'll be taking them.
I'm gonna
before me.
take.
I'm not taking him.
I'm gonna take Duncan and Shank
Yep.
for 3. I'm gonna take. Fuck! I really wanted.
Lipsky and Wu.
Yeah, but I can't now. I'm gonna take Rory and Lowry for
Smart.
1,
Smart.
and I am gonna take Lipsky and Wu just as a little bit of a defense. I just want to get through this week and not lose a bunch
Okay,
of
I'm
ground.
gonna take List and Norlander.
Fuck.
Knew
Yep.
you would.
Knew that.
Yep. I have them too.
Yeah, every team.
And I'm gonna take Ventura and Rosner.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take Morikawa and Kitayama.
That's
Guaranteed 1.
that's hilarious though, because I had List, Norlander, Valimaki, Silverman, both for 3s, and then Rory and Lowry. Trying to get 8.
But you're not going to gain ground.
Oh,
You got to change now.
No, it's all split amongst the teams.
Okay, but
I'm gonna
still,
gain some ground.
you can. You're right.
That's who I got. List.
List and Norlander.
Yeah.
For 3.
Yeah. Valimaki. I'm the only one with him now because no one else took him.
Yes.
Yeah. Falmaki and Silverman.
And
for
then
3.
Rory and Lowry.
And Rory and
Could have
Lowry.
taken the alien twins for 1.
They're playing
Thought
together.
about that.
Yeah.
For 1 though, that's not worth it.
You know who's going to win this? Ryan Thigala. That's who's going to win.
Figala's been bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
but
Very,
Ryan
very
carry
bad.
his ass.
We'll see.
Nice. You guys want to talk about WrestleMania or?
Nah, let's end it.
All right.
pretty
Batia
good.
and Young. That's a fun team.
I think that the sneaky best match result might have been Dominic Mysterio winning the Intercontinental Championship. And then he immediately turned face because it was in Vegas and he's an Oakland guy. Like all the Raiders fans there just love him.
Does he do the 619? I thought I saw a
Yeah, he
highlight.
does,
of it.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it was like that match was good. All the women's matches all stunk. It was bad for the women's.
Becky Lynch comes back.
Yeah,
For saying
neither.
she never will.
But yeah, the actual results were good. Like Paul Heyman is the most hated man on the planet in wrestling.
He's
like
the best.
It is just so
Absolute
awesome.
best.
Yeah, what did he do?
So
Low
the-
blowed both of them.
So he was Roman Reigns' guy, and then CM Punk. He owed CM Punk a favor, and CM Punk's favor was that he had to come out with him and be in his
But
corner.
he was a CM Punk guy.
He was CM
long
Punk
time
guy
ago.
way before, and so his favor was to come out with him. So he did, and then Seth Rollins, like the Raw before WrestleMania, could have curb stomped him and didn't, and he's like, "You owe me one now." And then Paul Heyman, there was a point where they were all laying down. He grabbed a chair and he passed it, and he had a choice between Roman and CM Punk. He passed it to Punk. Punk goes to chair shot Roman. He low blows him, and then he's like, "Oh, everyone's like, yeah, he's back with Roman Reigns now." And then the whole backstory was that Seth Rollins has chair shotted Roman Reigns twice in his career, cost him big time both times. So he's about to chair shot Rollins, get him back, and then Heyman low blows him and gives the chair to Seth Rollins, and now Heyman, who's a Punk and a Reigns guy, is with Seth Rollins, who is like the biggest
awesome.
like fringe guy,
awesome.
fringe guy in wrestling. Like people love him, people hate him, and now Heyman's with him. He's like the biggest. He might be the biggest heel in the history of the company.
The history.
He's like Paul Heyman will turn Seth Rollins into an absolute like hated man. It's gonna be so.
Eyeball.
And now Roman Reigns will be a face again, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yep.
It's, like it is so. The storylines that they've set up now for the next year are amazing. That's what WrestleMania
That's all
does.
it is. That's all it is. Is the days of our lives. It's just a
Just
revolving door.
It's for dads now.
Dragging on episodes, but nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening.
More
Everything's happening.
More so in wrestling, but the
Wrestling-
matches take forever.
Wrestling might be more of a generational father-son thing than golf is. Like my son and I watched 7 of the 8 hours this weekend of WrestleMania.
Really?
8
And we're-
hours?
They were both
2 nights.
2 nights, 4 hours each, and we were just glued to it. And the best part about WrestleMania is there's no talking. Like there's no storylines. The storylines are strictly the matches.
That's the only good part I like is the talking.
Well, it sets it up, but the talking can drag on for weeks, and because now wrestling's just set up to be pay-per-views, right? So nothing ever really changes in the regular day-to-day shows. So you just watch the
okay.
pay-per-views for the changes.
And it
And
was
it
free,
was-
right? Because it was all on Netflix.
Yeah.
It was all on
Yeah.
Netflix.
And I would love to know the streaming numbers because Netflix paid for their entire 10-year deal this weekend.
Oh, I didn't know it was free on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's free.
That
And then you
probably
can
worth
go
tuning
back
in
and
for
watch it.
10, 15 minutes.
You can go watch it. Go watch the triple threat match.
that
Literally,
was good.
literally go to night 1 and fast forward to 20 minutes before the end of the show and watch that 20 minutes.
How was that not night 2?
Because night 2 was John Cena.
Cena and Rhodes.
So good.
But I
He's
saw
a
a tweet
rom-com actor, you guys.
yeah,
And a terrible one.
and to be fair,
Terrible
to
one.
be
What do you
fair,
mean?
John Cena,
Peacemaker is unbelievable.
John Cena might be one of the worst wrestlers of all time, but he's also the greatest wrestler of all time. Like he's the most
Stone
decorated of all
Cold's the
time.
worst wrestler of all time.
Yeah, but they're the two greatest.
Best finisher ever, though.
They're the two greatest like wrestlers. quote
Actually,
unquote.
Orton's finisher is better than Stone Cold's.
Orton had a good match.
Oh, great match. Say his name, and he will arrive. Oh,
I
man,
saw
that was
him hit
good.
him with the
when he did the
RKO
when
there.
he did to the camera, and he just gets RKO'd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man! Oh, you guys should watch wrestling. But until next time, it's time for us to hit the clubhouse.